What up, YouTube? It's your boy Penny LS1 checking in real quick. Alright, y'all. It is fire in the whole day. All fluids are in except for coolant. There is still some coolant left in the engine, so I was actually going to start it up right now, but I forgot there's still coolant in the engine, so I need to go ahead and put the radiator back in, because if not, coolant gonna come spewing out the radiator hoses. So I've got the radiator. I sprayed some degreaser on it, so I'm about to take it around back and go ahead and rinse that off just to make sure the fins are clean, because I had a few spots on it that was dirty and oily. We'll get that put back on and we'll turn y'all back on and I'll turn the key. So what I did last night though, I went ahead and finished wiring everything up. I got the transmission linkage connected, I put the drive shaft back in, got it bolted up. I put the spark plug wires, I got everything connected, and I put the oil, and I put about a gallon of transmission fluid. I left it on jack stands with it jacked up in the front. I wanted to see if there was going to be any leak, because every time I would jack the car up in the past, there would always be transmission fluid on the floor. So it was coming out that weep hole. So we fixed that. We put all new gaskets on the engine, oil pan, all that. So shouldn't be no more leaks. The floor was dry when I came out here this morning. So let me go ahead and get this radiator cleaned up. I'll cut y'all back on while I'm putting that in, get the hoses connected, and then we're gonna turn this key and see what she sound like. Let's go. Real quick, before I do that, I did take the car. It's sitting on all four. I got all four wheels on. I got plenty of room, so I need to drop the back down a little bit more, but it needs to settle because it's been jacked up. So what I'll do is I'll probably push it forward just a little bit to see if it'll settle. This side is a little higher than the driver's side, but I got all four wheels are on and it's sitting on its own weight. So you see I got the driver's side front on, driver's side rear. So I got plenty of room, even with it being flush. I know some of y'all were worried about it hitting the fender right here, this lip on the quarter. But as long as I don't drop it too low, it should be fine, even with the suspension travel. I'm not going for that squat look. So if y'all were concerned about that, I'm not trying to squat it. I'm not tucking, squatting. That's not my style. My style is flush, but with no poke. So we'll do that. But I do have coilover, so I'll be able to adjust the rear to get it dialed in. But just to give you a quick peek, everything is connected on the engine except for the intake. So let me get this radiator cleaned up so I can put it back in, and I'll cut y'all back on here in a minute. Alright, y'all, so finally got the radiator put back together with the fans. Got the radiator cleaned off, so let me set it in here and pour the coolant in. See if I can do this without making a mess. There's no coolant in here, but there's some water. So I rinsed it out, but it's hard to get all the water out when you're dumping it. I don't want to take this lower hose off because it's a snug fit. So let me see if I can get this puppy in here. Try to do it from the front without falling. I don't know if that filter's gonna be in the way. Oh no, it's good. Just barely. 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 Let's see. We in? Yep, looks like just gotta go down a little bit. Oh shit, this whole overflow tank hose, get that out the way. Okay, oh, that goes here, right? Yeah. Okay, all right, the water pump is in a different location, so that lower hose is probably not gonna work. I can get it on there, but the angle is kind of off, so I might have to figure something out. But now, let me see. It might be all right. Let me see. Yeah, well, I might have to cut it. That's what it is, because it's too long now. Because this is pushed out further. So that hose is too long. It's got almost a kink, but matter of fact, I should do that now so I don't have to waste fluid. If I don't cut it now and cut it later, I might just leave it, bro. I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it. It's not bad. So let me cinch up this clamp on this lower hose, and then I'm gonna pour the coolant in the upper hose. What is that, a 6-7 mil? Alright, y'all, moment of truth is almost upon us. Almost upon us. I'm just hoping nothing catches on fire. Matter of fact, let me grab my extinguisher over there on the workbench and get that handy. Colin just texted me talking about have I got my car running yet. I'm like, about to put this radiator in right now, as a matter of fact. So get this cinched up. And let's see the fitment on this upper hose. Might be okay, because it's, like I say, this setup is pushed out a little bit further. So this hose, although the angle is off, it's a little long, so I can cut it. Yeah, see, like this one, I don't know if you can see that, but if I cut it just a little bit, it should be okay. Matter of fact, let me do that. Let me cut it just where the old band was at, the old clamp. What that, there you go, my box cutter. Let me, I'm gonna zoom y'all in so y'all can see what I'm doing on this hose. So I don't know if y'all can see it right now. Let's take a look. Oh no, y'all can see it. I'm gonna zoom you in. I can't zoom you in, damn it. I don't have the zoom lens on here. Let me move you over here though. Okay. So I'm gonna just cut this hose a little bit. I'll put the brace on in a minute. I'm gonna cut it because it'll still fit. I'm gonna cut it right here. If it don't fit, I'll just go buy another one. But should be okay. Matter of fact, gloves on, because the last thing I need is to cut my damn hand. I have to go get some surgery done. So let's do this. Okay. Like butter, baby. It's like butter, baby. That should be better. Yep, that is actually perfect. Oh, did I cut it too short? No, it's okay. All right, so now let me pour the cooler in here. So I did get the Dex Cool, but I got the concentrated. I bought 1 gallon of concentrate. So as you can see, it's, hold on, let me turn this ISO down. So I got 1 gallon of concentrate. You can see it right here. So it's 50-50 mix. So I bought a gallon of distilled water because I needed an extra gallon jug anyway to mix it, but I already had one. So we're gonna go in with 2 gallons. Well, we're gonna pour it in the upper hose first until it starts to come out, and then we'll connect it, and then we'll top it off up here as it's running. So let's go. Do I need a funnel? No, let's just go. And also making sure I ain't got no leaks. Water pump, heater hoses. So let's see. I don't see none dripping so far. This thing it's not empty, but we lost a bunch of coolant when we pulled the engine. I had to degrease my driveway. Uh-oh, I hear, oh. Y'all hear that? It's like it's drinking. Goop, 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 goop. And then once I do this, I'll do a once over before I connect the ground wire. I got all the battery wire hooked up except the ground and the alternator, because the alternator I gotta figure out how to. I got the Holley alternator now, so it's got the 1 wire and it's supposed to be a key on. So I need to figure out, do I need to somehow splice that into the factory harness, or is it just the standalone? Because if that's the case, then the computer, the stock computer is no longer controlling the alternator. So that's 1 gallon. Damn, it didn't even come out yet, so I might need to get more than 2. because this ain't gonna be enough to go in the radiator, but we'll see. It should start coming out here in a minute, and I can always top it off later. I just want to make sure the block has got plenty of coolant. I think I hear it coming. Damn, mind to go get another gallon? Nope, I hear it. Nope, I don't hear it. Do I see it? Damn, I might have to get it. No, here it comes. That's my thirsty. Damn, I don't think I got enough coolant, y'all. I might have to go get another gallon, because ain't nothing in the radiator. Unless it's filling up from the bottom, it could be. Okay, here it comes. All right, so the top is top hole is full. Let me see. The clamp is on there. Yep. See if I can get this on here without spilling it. Okay. Get the clamp on. What he got over there? He bought the barbecue. He better invite me. My neighbor just pulled up like he got some hot dogs and some buns. I always say don't invite me to no barbecue if all you cooking is burgers and dogs. You better have some ribs, some brisket or something, pulled pork. I don't want no burgers, dogs, and chicken. I'm just being picky. I don't really care. If you cooking, I'll eat it. All right. So got the upper hose on. Wait, is this one tight? Damn, this one ain't even tight. Ooh, almost forgot. Damn, I got that thing turned the wrong way. We'll make it work. Let's knock this up. Hope I ain't blocking y'all. Y'all ready for this startup? I know y'all is. I would go live on Instagram, but I'm just ready to just get this sucker started, man. All right, got upper and lower is on. All right, so let's do once over. We got oil, we got coolant, we got transmission fluid, we got power steering fluid. I do need to top it off though on the power steering side. But we got oil, coolant, transmission, and power steering fluid. So everything that's gonna be pumping fluid has some fluid in it. We got O2 sensors hooked up, mass airflow, the coil pack. We got the temp sensor, which at this point is irrelevant because it ain't gonna run that long. I'm not gonna let it run that long. We got the crank sensor, cam sensor, starter wires are hooked up. So now I just need to make sure over here, because this is my distribution block. I could hook the alternator up, but I don't have I could hook the cable, battery cable to the alternator, but I haven't plugged it up yet, the actual pigtail. Anyway, let me stop yapping. Let me hook this ground cable up on the battery. I think that's the only thing left. Let me see. Hook this up. I got my 14 mil over here somewhere. I don't have, let me see, ground. Yep, that one's grounded to the block. Should have interior lights. The door's closed. So let me snug this up real quick. Damn, thought I felt some heat. I was about to throw this battery away. Thought I felt some heat coming off this sucker. So I still need to put the ground wire from here to the fender, but obviously the fender's not on. So this will be good enough to start it. So before I put y'all on tripod and start it, let me just turn the key and make sure the fuel pump, well, first let me open the door and make sure the light come on. Yep, we got light, you can see that. The key is in there. Let's see if the fuel pump will prime. Okay, check the fuel for leaks. The fuel, so I just put the fuel line back on, so let me check that. This is it right here. Nothing coming from there, so we good. Why are we not focused? Hold up. Okay. So no fuel leaking. Don't see nothing from the injectors. I don't smell nothing. All right, put y'all on the tripod. We're gonna go ahead and first start. If I can get the tripod right. Y'all ready? Hope y'all ready, cause I'm ready. I'm gonna put it on the phone too, so I can get a vertical shot for Instagram. Hold on, y'all. Vertical shot. I hear the cooler still go. Oh, you know what? Let me pour the rest of this in here. I'm tripping. I almost forget. It don't matter though. It's cool. It's plenty in the block. But I do need to go get some more though. Okay. And we'll leave that open for now so it can burp and bleed. All right, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. First start up with the cam and head swap. Y'all think it's gonna start? Hold on. Let me look under the car first and make sure I don't see nothing leaking under here. Nope, nothing. We dry. All right, y'all. I'm excited. Let's go. Let's see. It's gonna smoke because I got a lot of fingerprints on the headers. Hold up. The tripod is touching the car. I don't want the camera to shake. Let me bag it up a little bit. My phone is actually sitting on the car, so it might fall over, but let's see. Ooh, I forgot I ain't got the exhaust on this motherfucker. Real quick, y'all see the smoke? That's just the burn off on the headers. No leaks, no oil leaks, no transmission leak, no coolant leaks, but the battery. I got to do something with this alternator because the battery's only it's showing 10 volts on the gauge because the alternator is not hooked up. But matter of fact, let me do that real quick and I'll cut y'all back on. Yeah. All right, y'all, let me go get some more coolant and I need to figure out this alternator situation. So let me do that. I'll top it off with coolant and I'm gonna do some research on this alternator to see how I need to wire up this pigtail. The kit did come with a pigtail from Holley, but it's a one wire. Let me show you real quick for those who don't know what I'm talking about. It came with this one right here. And see how it's just one wire. And the instruction says that this needs to go to 12 volt key-on, which I have plenty of. I have this whole distribution block right here. Well, I mean bus bar basically. See all those pink? That's all my key-ons right there. And I've got extra. I got two more open spots that I can tap. Actually, you know what? I didn't even plug it up. What do I need key-on for? What's this for? I can't even remember now. Oh, this for the fans. This for the fans. For the fans. So, but anyway, so I'll wire this in. And then I'll run my battery cable from this block right here to the alternator and we'll see if we can get that sucker to charge. So let me do that and I'll cut you back on a little bit. All right, y'all. So we're back from the store. Topped the coolant off. I hooked up the battery cable to the alternator and I did some research and I believe my stock LS harness plug will trigger the alternator to charge because it is a 2-wire. So I think that yellow adapter that comes with this Holley kit is for the Holley Terminator situation, because I think it doesn't have a provision to tell the alternator to charge. So they give you that pigtail and just want you to hook it up to a key on. So I've got it plugged up, so let's go ahead and give it another start, and that way I can see if the battery gauge on the dash shows that it's charging. Because yesterday or earlier when I started it, in fact it was yesterday, today's the next day, but when I started it yesterday, it was only showing 10.4 volts on the dash. So let's give it another whirl and see what you do. All right, let's give it a whirl, and then if it's charging, I'll bring y'all inside the car. I don't know why I was looking at this. If it's charging, I'll bring y'all inside the car so y'all can see the gauge. So this is gonna be loud, so I still don't have the exhaust on yet. So I'm gonna piss off the neighbors real quick. It's gonna pop now, watch. I think we got action. Yep, it's charging. You can see it right there, 13.9. It was on 10.4 yesterday, so I'm good on the alternator. What's my RPMs? That sucker idling high. Is that because of the cam? Where we at? 890? Yeah. That's kind of high. I mean, it's higher than it was before. So we still need to get the tune. Alright y'all, so that's gonna do it for this video. The alternator is charging, so I don't need to use the pigtail that came with the kit. The factory harness charges the alternator. So I want to thank everybody for rocking with your boy. If you're not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you click that notification bell so you'll be notified when I'm dropping the next video. Check me out on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at PennyLS1. If y'all need some AC hoses, bear with your boy, man. I got a lot of orders coming in. But hit me up as a direct message on Instagram or Facebook. Just tell me you're interested in some hoses, I'll get you the information. Thank you for rocking with your boy. Till next time, y'all already know what it is. PennyLS1, holla at your boy.